Good morning. A question I have for today is, how do you define success? I ask that question because I'm past president of the National Speakers Association here in Connecticut, and we did a whole panel last week on TEDx Talks. There were 5 of us in the group who had given TEDx Talks, and so we spoke about our talk and what it meant to us. I moderated the panel, and so truly my role was to question the 4 folks on the panel. And one of my questions was, what does success mean to you? For one person, success was simply having completed a TEDx talk. Since TEDx came out, that was the goal they had developed for themselves, and they just really wanted to get it done. Spent months applying, and finally got accepted because it was the right theme, it was the right talk, and so forth. And she was accepted into that group. For somebody else, the greatest stressor for her, the greater trauma for her, was getting her talk done in 18 minutes. This was the greatest difficulty because it was a very sensitive subject, a very personal subject. And it was a story she told that was an hour long on a keynote. Bringing it down to 18 minutes without losing the message she wanted to present seemed like an impossible hurdle to overcome. And once she did it, to her, that was success. Whether anybody ever saw that video or not was irrelevant to her. She just needed to know she could get her message across in 18 minutes. For another man who was on the panel, the greatest piece for him was the number of views his video got. And as they went up in the hundreds and then in the thousands, his success story was getting out there, hustling everybody he knew, asking them to share this to their numbers, share it to people, share it to their friends, family, anybody and everybody they could, because the numbers to him was a matter of success. With different clients I've worked with, success looks very different. No different than the variety that I found in the panel on TEDx Talks. So my question to you is, what does success look like to you? Is it becoming CEO or C-suite member of a much larger organization? Is it being recognized by certain groups of people as having significance or importance in your world? What does it mean to you? Is it a certain amount of money that you're making? What does success mean to you? When we are looking at where we are growing into, where we are going next in our career, in our personal lives, what success looks like to us is an important motivator if we are present and focused. What I tell all the people I work with is take a moment every morning, whether that is 15 minutes, a half an hour, to stop. Yes, most of those who are highly successful spend time reading every day. In addition to that, there's that quiet, reflective time, whether that's meditation, whether that's prayer, whether it's reflection, whatever your faith system is, it's the right one. But taking that quiet time to look at what does success mean to you is really important, because if you look at what you're working towards, if you look at what is important to you, and you know what that is, and you're sitting with that every morning, you don't get distracted by something that theoretically is more important. You don't get distracted by an ego trip. You don't get distracted by monies. You don't get distracted by whatever it may be for you that is a distraction. If it's a certain amount of money, that's not a distraction. You go for that. Go after that amount. If it's a certain level of power or influence, go after that. But know what success means to you, because that becomes a clear, defined focus for you to work towards. Every one of us has a different idea. There's no right one and no wrong one. And during the course of our lives, we may change our definition of success 5 times, 6 times. It doesn't matter. But whatever success is for you today, understand what that is, so you have a far clearer understanding of where you're going and how you choose to get there. Give yourself a break on that clarity. For myself, success is knowing that I have the ability to impact and influence the lives of leaders who are able to bring a message of value and purpose to everybody who follows them, to everybody within their organization or within their lives. So to me, it's the impact of bringing people home, back to who they are, back to understanding why are you doing what you're doing? And if it has become extremely complicated, why? Because no matter how big our business, no matter how big our lives are, life is very simple. It's just not always easy. So stepping back and remembering what is your focus, what is your purpose, it changes everything for you if you're willing to let it. Have a great day. Do spend time looking at you. What does success mean to you? It's a really important question. Thank you.